Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ms. Kraninger, thank you for being here. Thank you for the call regarding the PACE loans. I appreciated that. There's another issue that I have concerns about, and I want to talk to you about. It's the Military Lending Act. As you know, I joined with every Democrat in the Senate who sent you a letter opposing your decision to no longer require the Bureau to supervise financial institutions for compliance with the Military Lending Act. Now, the Military Lending Act, as you well know, provides service members and their immediate families against exploitive loans that charge more than 36% interest or include various predatory features. By choosing not to include the MLA as part of the CFPB's supervisory exams, particularly of payday lenders, you appear to be putting the burden on service members and their families to complain about violations of the MLA before your agency can take action. That's a change in the position of the CFPB. Can you explain why there is that change?
Yes, Senator. I share the concern over the unique challenges that service members face. That's certainly what motivated Congress to enact the Military Lending Act. It's what motivated Congress to create an Office of Service Members Affairs in the Bureau. And so it is an issue we spend a lot of time on.
But you agree, the CFPB is required to enforce the MLA.
Absolutely. We have clear authority to enforce the Military Lending Act.
So why have you changed your position in actually going out there and as part of your exams, because you do engage in examination of payday loans companies, right?
Yes.
So why would you take out the MLA provision in there as part of ensuring they're complying with the MLA when you conduct that exam?
So the examiners do have the ability, if they actually, in the course of other exams, if they do see a violation, they can highlight that and we can take action on it. But the Military Lending Act was not designated by Congress as one of the enumerated federal consumer financial laws.
No, but it was designated right in the Military Lending Act that the CFPB would be the enforcer. And so I'm curious as to why there's this semantics between enforcement and supervision. I don't understand it, and that's what, it's a change in the CFPB provision. That's why a number of attorneys general, that's why many military organizations, including the Democrats here on the committee and in the Senate, are challenging why you've made this change. I'm trying to understand it.
In Title 10, the supervision authority and the enforcement authorities are laid out separately. So it really does get back to Section 1024 and the authorities that are given there. There has been an assertion that 1024B1C actually gives us broad authority to supervise for basically anything, the opportunity to assess risk to consumers broadly. At the same time, though, in the other part of that section, there was a stipulation about the enumerated consumer laws that we are supervising for, and so that is the tension in the issue. If
it doesn't make sense to me. So you're basically saying, so for instance, a police officer, literally what you're basically saying is that anytime a police officer can take action is if a complaint is filed. So those beat cops that are on the street every day, that are engaging in community policing, that are educating, that are talking in the community, they literally should not be on the street under your analysis and should be waiting and sitting at a desk for a complaint to come in. That's what I'm hearing, and I don't understand that. So what made the CFPB, why did you change that position? Was there something specific that changed that position in your mind?
Yes, it really is the reading of the supervision authority that the Bureau has.
Your reading of it or somebody else's reading?
Yes, it is my reading, and it's based on
in your letter to us, you said that you relied on legal analysis. Who did the legal analysis?
The Bureau lawyers have looked at this issue over a number of years, and we outlined the information and perspective that was brought.
Do you have a written legal analysis that changed your position?
There is a legal analysis, yes, and we provided
so
you a
could I saw an addendum of that. Can I see the full legal analysis that made that determination, that changed your mind, that you would no longer actively engage in supervision of the MLA when it comes to those examinations? And here's the other thing. Let me ask you, under your statute, I noticed on your website that you actually go out and you engage in prevention. And you tell consumers how to prevent waste and fraud or consumer fraud, and you educate them. Where in the statute, based on your analysis, do you have the specific and explicit authority to educate people? Is there some specific language in there that says you can engage in education?
Yes.
Where's the language?
There are a number of provisions actually in Title 10 that do that. It is a responsibility and an authority of the Bureau, actually. It's one of our primary mission objectives to educate consumers. There's an Office of Financial Education with enumerated responsibilities in the statute.
So then you
There's a
actually
very clear
educate
authority.
military families about the MLA?
We do that with the Department of Defense. I'm not 100% sure, frankly, if we do
But that would be part of your
specifically, but it would
authority
be-
under
it
the
would certainly
MLA,
be
and
part of-
what you're saying is to educate them on the MLA. So you would educate them on their rights under the MLA, you would enforce the MLA, but you would not actively go out, as part of your examinations that you engage in already with payday lenders to ensure those payday lenders are not abusing the law when it comes to MLA. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, my reading
So
of
if
our
you, and I
authority
notice my time is
there.
up, so can you send me that legal opinion? In your response to us, you explicitly stated that you changed your position based on a legal analysis that was given, and you gave us a summary of that. I would like to see a full copy of that analysis and who wrote that analysis for the CFPB. If you would provide that, that would be helpful.
I understand, Senator, why you're asking. I would say there is a protection of the deliberative process within the executive
So
branch.
then why
that
did
is
you provide us with
longstanding.
any of it?
And I provided you with a summary that we could argue was definitely not deliberative, and I want to work with you to get you the right information. But I would assert that I am asking Congress to explicitly give me the authority.
But I'm arguing you already have the authority.
I understand, and my
And
position
let
is not-
me one final thing, because I know I'm running out of time, but is your opinion based on a challenge to that authority in the courts? Did somebody challenge,
Senator,
did
it is
anybody
not.
come and challenge your legal authority the CFPB had to move forward already under the supervision and examination?
Senator, I think it's
That was a
appropriate
no?
for an agency to actually make sure that it is complying with the law and carrying out the responsibilities that Congress gave it under the law.
Thank you. I noticed my time is up. Thank you for the indulgence.